Welcome back to Black and Beat Bike Update, the channel where passion meets machines. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic cruisers that Harley-Davidson has ever built, and for 2026 it's back with more muscle, sharper detailing, and a presence that simply can't be ignored. Yes, I'm talking about the 2026 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy, a motorcycle that has carried legend status since the early 90s and continues to evolve without losing its raw soul. If you're a cruiser lover or a Harley fan, stick with me, because we're going to walk through the design, the feel, the engine, the performance, and of course, the price, and by the end you'll know whether this beast deserves a place in your garage. Let's start by walking around it, because the Fat Boy has always been a bike that turns heads before it even starts. At the front, the bike wears its signature solid disc Leicester wheels, now machined for a slightly more modern look. They're wrapped in chunky 160-section rubber up front, and the wide 240-section tire at the rear is still here, giving the Fat Boy that unmistakable bulldog stance. Sitting between them is the 49mm fork, dressed in plenty of metal, and of course the large round LED headlamp that dominates the front view. It's aggressive, yet classy, with a heavy use of satin chrome that gives off Harley's trademark shine. The low-slung handlebars, chunky fork covers, and that beefy front fender all remind you that this is a heavyweight cruiser with road presence carved into its DNA. Move to the side profile and the silhouette is instantly recognizable. The massive fuel tank, the exposed V-twin engine, and the twin shotgun exhaust pipes are pure Harley. The lines are muscular but balanced. The seat sits low, just under 26 inches off the ground, making it accessible while also emphasizing that long, stretched profile. The finish options in 2026 include classic gloss black, chrome-accented metallics, and a few special edition colors that pop under sunlight. From the side, the Fat Boy is both nostalgic and fresh, keeping the roots intact but updated for riders who expect modern refinement. Swing around to the rear and the look is all business. The Fat 240 tire dominates your view, framed by that chopped rear fender. The dual exhausts run long and finish in large chrome tips that scream presence before you even hear them roar. The LED taillight and turn signals are neatly integrated, and the overall look is clean, muscular, and unmistakably Harley. Whether parked at a cafe copyright or idling at a stoplight, the Fat Boy's rear view is enough to remind riders behind you that this machine means business. Of course, the real star here is the Milwaukee-Eight 117 V-twin that powers the 2026 Fat Boy, displacing 1,923 cc. This engine produces a brawny 126 foot-pounds of torque at around 3,000 revolutions per minute, giving you that signature Harley surge every time you twist the throttle. Power delivery is smooth but immediate, and with updated electronic fuel injection and refined mapping, throttle response feels sharper than ever. Harley has also fitted selectable riding modes, so whether you're in the mood for a calm cruise, a confident wet weather ride, or a spirited sprint, the bike adapts to your style. That deep, thumping exhaust note has been fine-tuned as well, keeping emissions in check but delivering a soundtrack that makes the ride feel alive. Performance on the road is where the updates shine. The monoshock rear suspension has been retuned, paired with dual bending valve forks up front, and together they smooth out bumps without taking away the planted, solid ride that Fat Boy owners expect. The wide tires give stability in a straight line and a sense of command over the road, though of course, this isn't a canyon carver. It's about power cruising, relaxed highway dominance, and comfort over distance. Braking is handled by solid disc brakes with ABS, offering strong stopping power for a bike of this size. The 6-speed gearbox remains, with that solid Harley clunk between gears, but refined just enough to feel smoother. Inside the cockpit, the 2026 Fat Boy keeps things simple but effective. A large analog speedometer is paired with a digital LCD panel that feeds you fuel levels, gear position, range, and trip data. The handlebar controls have been slightly updated for ergonomics, and you now get a USB-C charging port, making long rides more convenient. The rider triangle remains relaxed to feet forward, arms slightly outstretched, and plenty of support from the wide saddle. Passenger comfort is there. though this bike's focus is clearly the solo rider who wants to feel in command. As for price, the 2026 Fat Boy is expected to start just above the previous year's figure, with a base MSRP in the ballpark of $23,000 in the US, with special editions and exclusive finishes pushing higher. Harley has also released some limited variants, which, depending on market demand, can cost several thousand more. Yes, it's a serious investment, but then again, the Fat Boy has always been more than just a motorcycle. It's a rolling piece of Harley-Davidson heritage. So, after riding it, walking around it, and hearing that unmistakable exhaust note, my verdict is that the 2026 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy stays true to its legacy while pushing just enough into modern refinement. It's heavy, it's bold, and it doesn't try to be anything it's not. If you want a cruiser that oozes presence, delivers that classic Harley torque, and makes you the center of attention every time you ride, this bike delivers in spades. Sure, it's not built for sharp corners or featherweight agility, but that's not the point. This is about power, presence, and pride. That's it for today's review on Black & Beat Bike Update. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Harley Fat Boy, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive motorcycle reviews, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Would you pick the Fat Boy over other Harleys, or do you think another cruiser deserves the spotlight? Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next update.